Yo, what up, man? It's AaroniMoses, bro. And I'm making this video because a lot of the homies, make the conscious choice to engage in illegal activities on a daily basis. Statistically, the American people commit felonies every day and don't even realize it. Is what sociologists tell us. Everybody commits a felony every day, but the people who make the conscious effort to do illegal things that don't give a fuck about jail until it's time to get out. Or, they do things and they do things sloppily or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, you break the law. I mean, every time that you walk outside your door, that is an agreement to America. Hey, I'm going to not break the law, and I am signing this contract saying that I will go to jail if I do break these laws, whether I know the law or not. I mean, if you want to look at it on the technical sense, technically it's illegal to not know the law because ignorance is not an excuse for committing crimes. Now, a lot of people, mostly dudes, they go to jail and they get out and they're all, man, fuck everybody. None of y'all motherfuckers did nothing for me. You didn't put nothing on my books. You didn't write me. You didn't visit me. Y'all not my real friends. Bro, it is your mother's responsibility to make sure your ass doesn't go to fucking jail. First, it's your mother's responsibility to program you to not go to jail. Now, what you do with that information and those programs and that data is up to you. It doesn't mean that I'm not your real friend because I didn't write you. It doesn't mean I'm not your real friend because I didn't take 5 hours out of my fucking day to visit you and I didn't work for fucking 3 hours, 4 hours to send you money. A lot of people never even have done that shit before. Have you ever put money on a motherfucker's books, especially via Western Union? I think it costs like $15. I think it costs like $10 to send somebody $20. I put money on niggas' books all of 3 times. Once via Western Union. But the whole thing is, bro, first of all, we have lives. We have children. We have bills. And you smoking blunts here and there, listening to problems, us being genuine friends. Genuine friends. Still doesn't mean that I am going to allow myself to be in that institution with your ass. I'm not going to sit around and write you letters every day. I'm not going to go to work and accumulate $40 so I could send you $20. And I'm not going to take 6 hours out of my day to see you for fucking 15 minutes. Especially if you're in, I don't know about the other big cities, but I know Chicago takes about 3-4 hours to visit somebody. And then you have to fucking get your fingerprints ran and they have to check your ID from what my understanding is. And a lot of people, they end up getting arrested because they don't know they have a warrant. They have to check your shit. I think it's a crime. I think they can fine you if you're a felon and you're trying to visit somebody in jail. Because if you don't know, it's illegal in Illinois or in Cook County for felons to visit other people in jail. Um, Things like that. But stop blaming people because they don't. First of all, they don't want to make you more comfortable. If I'm visiting you, this is your third time you've been to jail. Who knows if my visitations are the reason you keep going to jail? Oh, I don't give a fuck about no jail, nigga. My niggas gonna put money on my books, write me every day, and visit me, nigga. I'm gonna be comfortable as hell. I'm gonna be making all kind of phone calls. I'm not about to fucking get a. You know how much it costs to accept a fucking phone call from Cook County Jail? That bitch costs like $10, bro. And then now they switched it so you have to get a calling card and all kind of shit that I don't even fucking know about because I've never been through that process. But I mean, if you're my homie, like my brother type shit, family for real, blood or otherwise, using that F word, that effort is going in. But if we kick it once a month, I text you some funny shit here and there, like 3 of your fucking Facebook posts maybe a week, something like that. That's not my responsibility to make you comfortable in jail, bro. It's not my responsibility to make sure that to let you know that what you did is okay. You did you did all these fucking things that were against the law that I don't approve of, especially if you did some other shit. You know, especially if you went on a fucking high speed chase on cocaine and you know, shot your pistol out the window like a cowboy and you did some retarded shit. Fuck no, I'm not about to pay you, give you money on your book so you could buy deodorant and stamps and Snicker bars so you can gamble. You shouldn't have been doing cocaine, running from the police, shooting your pistol out the window, bro. You shouldn't have did that. You should have been at work. You should have been fucking a bitch. You should have been in the studio. You should have been doing most things but that. If you went to jail for something respectable, something reasonable, oh, okay, that nigga just broke up with his girlfriend, had a little bit too much to drink, fucking fucked around and lost his job, punched his manager out, his manager hit his face on the register, and now the nigga has a concussion, and he has aggravated assault. Okay, that's one thing. I don't condone anybody going to jail. I don't condone anybody fucking supporting that shit. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I took care of people in jail, not the fact that I realized, hey, every time I went to jail, nobody did shit for me. My mom came all the way from Georgia, from Atlanta, 712 miles to Chicago for some other, I think it was Christmas. She still didn't visit my ass. My mom never accepted any of my phone calls. My mom never visited me. My mom fucking never wrote me back. All kind of shit, bro. I was like, Mom, why don't you visit me? Cause I'm like, all right, well, you're a bitch. You don't care about me. You raised me to think that you don't care about me anyway. Why don't you return my letters? Well, I just thought I would write a whole bunch of shit that you didn't want to hear. I was like, bro, it doesn't matter what you would have wrote back. You're acknowledging that I'm a fucking lie, bro. Like that shit does help. I got visits twice in jail, and they were both from the same person, my grandma. And niggas never wrote me. I made like 4 phone calls, but that's okay though. That's okay. That's like if you, nah, I'm not even gonna compare it to that. But if you want to be lower vibrational, don't invite everybody else to your lower vibrational party, bro. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Take this time out of this day to be lower vibrational with me. Like one of the homies. Hey, bro, I called you hella times and asked you if you could put money on my books, but you didn't answer. And I was like, what happened? Well, me and my girlfriend had a little accident. A little accident? Fuck you mean? She's pregnant, but you hit her when she was pregnant? That's a felony, nigga. You hit a pregnant woman, or whatever the fuck you did to her ass. Even if I knew what you did, especially, I want to put money on your books. So I'm glad I didn't accept that phone call. I was asleep or doing something. But no, that's what happens when you go to jail. And just because people don't support your foolishness, that doesn't mean that they don't fucking love you anymore. I'm not gonna give, like, if you ask me for $10 to get some cocaine, I'm not gonna give you $10 to get some cocaine. I barely fucking give people dollar bills so they can do lines of stuff, which I don't, because nobody does that shit around me anymore anyway. But no, you want me to drive you to the dope house so we can get pulled over and I get my shit impounded? I'm good on that, bro. I'm not gonna be institutionalized with your motherfucking ass. Oh, people don't want to give me money so I could buy my daughter diapers. You should have went to college, bro. You should have went to college. Like, bro, niggas are not your parent, bro. Everybody always thinks, oh, AaroniMoses, you're such a bad friend. You're such a bad person when you say this. Bro, I tell people, if you want to have a kid, that's awesome. That's fine and fucking dandy, because sometimes that shit's really beautiful. And I've been having a lot of emotions lately, probably because I've been drinking a little bit. But parenting's pretty cool sometimes, honestly. But if you're gonna have a kid, you need to have 75 racks in the bank. You need to be prepared to open a business by the time this child is 6. You need to have enough money to open at least a gas station, a liquor store, a fucking, not a restaurant, because 50% of all family restaurants fail, I think within the first 5 years. But you need to have the resources to start a business. Why are you making children if you can't employ them at some point? Why are you making children if you cannot give them a business? So if I plan on having 5 more kids, I'm going to be opening 7 businesses. One for each of one of them, so when they turn 16, they're gonna fucking automatically have a job and never have to work for anybody in their lives except for me. Save up the money, they can buy the business from me, buy half of it from me, then when they get fucking 40 something, they can buy the whole thing and they'll know the infrastructure and be straight for the rest of their lives. Boom. And then one business to support all 4 of the other businesses, and a business for myself to support that fucking business. Don't fucking have a child if you're not prepared to open a business for that motherfucker. Don't fucking, if you have children already, you're not supposed to be walking around here with Timberlands and Polo, Ralph Lauren and shit. If your child's not wearing Timberlands and Polo, Ralph Lauren, you grimy, shady motherfucker, bro. That's why in, I think, most states, it's a percentage child support. They have the sense, America has the sense to say, okay, well, if you get a raise and now you get $2 more than you did fucking last year, your child needs to be in the same tax bracket and the same comfort as you are. That's just fucking decency. That's just common decency. Out here in Oklahoma, first, if they don't know your income, they make you pay, I think, like 22 something a fucking month. But until they figured that out, they make it a specific percentage. If you have a Ferrari, your children should be eating as if when they grow up, they're gonna have the mental capacity and physical capability to do the same shit as you. So if you do some dumb shit, you need to be able to support that dumbass shit. If you say, alright, look, man, this bitch been blowing me up. She got me fired from my job. She blah 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 blah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 2 jobs, and then I'm gonna save up the money, and then I'm gonna beat this bitch's ass to a pulp. Then when I get arrested, I'm gonna get arrested with like 5 racks in my pocket. Boom, I'm gonna have money on my books till I get out. And then the rest of the money, when I get out, I'm gonna have enough money to support myself till I find another job. And then pay for a lawyer to expunge that shit off my record and then get another job. That's how you fucking do crime. That's if you want to go to prison, if you want to go to jail, do it like that. First get a job, then do what the fuck you're gonna do. Get arrested with that bond money and fucking tortilla, county spread, prison spread fucking money. Buy all your Jergens and your fucking Irish Spring. Have enough money to do that shit. Have 3 or 4 bitches that will write you fucking letters. Matter of fact, have a fucking have a safe deposit box with 20 letters that you wrote yourself, and then tell your fucking mom to send one of those letters to you every week. Have the stamp on it and everything. All she has to do is write your fucking DOC number, your fucking name, and where your house at, and tell her to send that shit every month. If that's what you want to do, but don't be a little kid and pretend like people are supposed to support your foolishness, bro. That's first of all, that's not what jail is for you to be comfortable and test to see who your real niggas are. The only person that visits you in that bitch is your mom, right? And you sitting up here disrespecting her. Your mom shouldn't even visit you in that bitch, bro. And at first, my other grandma, told me, I raised my children to never visit people in jail and don't write people in jail and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, dude, have you ever been in jail? So why would you make that assessment? Why would you tell people not to do that, because sometimes that shit will save you. Sometimes that shit will save your life, help you through your day. That shit'll seeing a familiar face outside of being locked up with the homie that you recognize from the bus or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that shit does help. But again, what else does AaroniMoses say? The worst thing about being in fucking jail is being used to that shit. Is being okay. You're not supposed to not give a fuck about going to jail. Unless, I mean, you reach that certain consciousness, I don't care about going to jail. You can imprison the body, but the mind and the spirit is blah blah blah. Okay, if that's what you want to live, you want to be a conscious gangster, be a conscious gangster. You don't give a fuck about going to jail. AaroniMoses is not on that level. AaroniMoses, I hope that I will never be on that level, because I have some weird thoughts. But don't let people make you feel fucking bad because you didn't want to invest in their foolishness, bro. And don't ever do that. Next time somebody says, man, they get out of jail, I'm out. Found out who my real friends are. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Blah 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 blah. You fucking let them know, hey, bro. If I had the chance to, I would have totally discouraged you from doing that dumb shit. Don't make it my responsibility to make you comfortable doing some shit that I don't fucking support in the first place. Because if I was really not your friend, I would have wrote you every day. I would have sent you $100 a day, which is the maximum on your fucking books. I would have visited you. I would have fucking bought a calling card, wrote you another letter with my fucking number in it, and made sure your stupid ass was comfortable in jail, so you would just feel more like a fucking triple OG with honor, and went back right in that bitch in 2 months on some dumb shit. So if I really fucking hated you, then I would have made it okay for you to go back to that bitch. As far as your mom and those two other people that wrote you and those buckethead ass bitches, your mom, I mean, depending on who your mom is, your history with your mom, she probably felt scared for you. She probably knew, hey, this motherfucker needs my help. Hey, I'm partly, not partially at all responsible. Maybe she might feel guilty because she feels like she didn't do her job, which she probably did. Make sure you didn't fucking go to prison, but you grew up and you wanted to do your own thing and go against her fucking wishes and her teachings. But she did it anyway because you're her baby, and that's what mothers do a lot of the times. Fathers too. But as far as that, don't put me in that category, bro. I'm not sitting around thinking about you, laying on the bed, listening to fucking Genuine and shit. Sometimes I'm sitting there like, you know what, I'm gonna ghost hit this blunt for my nigga. I'm gonna pour out a little something for the homie and make sure he gets this positive energy at least. I'm gonna pray to whatever entity that I believe in that this man is very uncomfortable, surviving, mentally healthy, and I'm gonna pray that he does not have dreams that he's in jail and wake up in jail, because that can actually drive somebody fucking insane, which experience here, that shit sucks. It's the worst thing ever. If you go to sleep in jail and you have a dream about jail and you wake up in jail, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's worse than being in jail. Actually, that doesn't make sense, but it's worse than just having a normal dream or even a bad dream. Anything but fucking dreaming about jail and waking up. I could have the worst dream that I could possibly have and wake up and be in jail, but whatever. My whole point is, we need to start taking responsibility, man. We need to start remembering that only we can prevent forest fires. That's all. That's all. Stop blaming motherfuckers. Don't get mad at your bitch because she's with the nigga with the big dick. She came over AaroniMoses' house because your dumb ass wanted to drink and drive and shoot your pistol out the window and crash into a white picket fence and spin out and fucking get out and run and do some Grand Theft Auto 4 shit. Don't get mad at her. Because she didn't want to save herself and tell everybody, oh, I have a boyfriend. He's in prison. I write him like every day. I miss him. No. You fucking narcissist. Fuck, bro. You're old enough to go to jail. You're old enough to realize that. Don't be so selfish. Don't make people do the time with you. Imagine if you didn't know anybody in the whole world and you were walking down the street and you did some dumb shit and you went to jail and somebody actually held you fucking responsible for what the fuck you did. Just like me. I wasn't mad at anybody when I got out, bro. I'm not gonna expect you, especially you only hang out with broke people. You only hang out with broke people that don't take care of their children properly. Why the fuck you think they're gonna write your stupid ass a fucking letter and send you money? Why would they do some shit like that, bro? Does that make any sense to you? This nigga's baby had a dirty diaper on since noon, and we've been turning up for 5 hours, asking me to put $5 on a blunt that he's selling. Why the fuck would I expect this motherfucker to fucking write me a fucking letter, bro? Come on, bro. That doesn't make any sense. It's all about that responsibility. It's all about your ability to respond. So every time I get hella people in the fucking room, I want to shut the video down. But do we have any questions, comments, concerns about this topic, man? Let me see. Why is nobody watching? True, this man needs more people watching this shit. Definitely, man. Most definitely. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. All day. So how do you feel? How did you, if any of you guys have ever been to jail, how did you feel when people didn't write you and visit you? And did your views actually change about them? Now, within my experience, I'm not gonna lie. All right. So I want to say about the third or fourth time I actually went inside of a jail, nobody wrote me. Nobody. Wait, let me see. The third time, nobody wrote me. Nobody's ever wrote me a letter in jail ever. The second time, my grandmother visited me twice. Um, she did me high key bogus. So what happened was, fucking hate telling this story, bro. So what happened was, I went to jail. I'm about to go get a square. Went to jail for a felony DUI, and I had I had a warrant out of Lake County. I was in Chicago at this time. So went to jail. I had a warrant in Lake County, and when I went and I got felony probation from my first case, they held me because of my warrant. So what happened was I'm in jail in Cook County for 33 days at this point. So they were like, okay, Mr. Hister, when we officially put you on probation. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna go back to jail. You're gonna collect all your things, and then you're gonna be released as soon as possible. And then when you get out, you have to call this number in like 2 weeks. You'll have a probation officer, and then you'll go and do your probation from there. I was like, bet, I'm fucking turning it up. Cook County Jail is fucking fucked up. And I was in gladiator school. I was 19. I was in there, and niggas fucking everybody from 17 to 20, the craziest motherfuckers in the goddamn city at the time, 2010. Fucking. So I get there. What happened, Big A? Man, they gave me probation. I'm about to go home. They gave me probation. I'm about to go home. All right, so I didn't go home. So I'm fucking banging on my door. Boom, boom, boom. And they locked us down. Big A, you gotta stop that shit, bro. They locking us down. That's why they got the trays out there. They not letting us eat, Big A. You fucking up, Big A. I was like, all right, bet. So the next day, what happens? I get a visit from my grandma. After I already found out, okay, well, Lake County has to get you, and blah, blah, blah. And she came out like, what's up? Why you here? And she was like, well, they gave you a bond. Your bond is it was like $125. And I was like, bro, you spent 3 hours driving down here, however much time it takes you to get processed to come visit my ass, to tell me that you're not gonna bond me out. And I think it was like $100, something stupid like that. But the fact of the matter is, I had money I had that fucking much. I already had $40 on my books. So all she would have had to do was take $70 of my fucking money, $75 of my money, and put it on my books. I mean, and either put it on my books or give it to them to buy me out with. And then I would have been good because you can bond out with the money you have on your books. So she was like, the family doesn't think I should do that. They want to teach you a lesson. I was like, what? Those motherfuckers don't even fuck with me. I don't even talk to those men. Who have you been talking to? But I made some money right before I went in. That's actually why I went in, because I was gonna sell somebody some fucking weed, and I got caught um, in a parked car with no drugs. They didn't catch me with anything. But I had the money. She just didn't. She could have just brought the money with her. She knew exactly where it was. I told her exactly where it was. Um, she knew I was selling bud, but I had it, and that's what really pissed me off. I was salty, bro. I was salty. I was super salty. I was salty, bro. Got no saltier than that. What happened, Big A? Your peoples came and saw you? I don't even talk about it, bro. Don't touch me. Don't touch my fucking hands. I was mad, bro. Especially, I didn't have a drink in like a month, bro. Fuck. Alright. So let me go to the comments real quick. Edgar Pope says, I got my boy in there now, and we just got back in contact like after 5 years. That's my boy, but I'm not too big on sending money like that, especially after telling him not to do what got him in there. That's exactly what I've been saying, man. This dude. If it's some other shit, bro, that's 5 years. If you are, that's gonna take you sitting down and thinking about your relationship with this person. If this is your brother, you call him your boy. That's one thing. Somebody that you hang out with, you might turn out what to do for his birthday, but if he's homeless, you're not gonna give him a place to sleep. Type shit. You'll let the nigga borrow $20 at most. That type of shit. But if that's your family, the people that I actually grew up with, that I made friends with, for the most part, we are family. That's not my fucking friend, you know. If one of the three people that I'm talking about was doing hard time, that would be a different thing. But other than that, who that is? Darius Ham says, "What's up, man? I just got here. Now, what you say? What happens when you go to jail?" Basically, man, this video is about what happens when you go to jail. You're fucking lonely. You're lonely. You have time to think about what you need to think about, what the people think you need to think about. But the whole point of this video is saying stop blaming people, because you set yourself up to fail not only by going in jail, but by not having the proper resources to make sure you have your soap and your food and t-shirts and socks and underwear and things like that. Stop blaming people because you were broke in jail. You're broke in jail because you were broke in the world. Nobody is fucking with you. Nobody's coming to visit you. Nobody's writing you letters. Then you get out and want to act like people owe you something. Nobody's gonna pay for you to go to jail, bro. Nobody paid for you to survive in the streets in your real life. You saw people weren't even available to provide for themselves. So why get mad at people, especially people that didn't really fuck with you like that? But why get mad at people because they didn't want to support your fucking bad habits? If you went to jail because you were on drugs, I might as well just go to college and give you money to buy fucking cocaine every weekend. I might as well just do that. So you could sit in my house and do coke to prevent you from going to prison. But whatever you're gonna do, whether it's prison, where I don't care, if you do 364 days in fucking county jail, don't expect everybody to just support you and be sympathetic and empathetic for the fact that you went to jail. I went to jail hella times. Firstly, So it's not like I'm just taking a specific angle that shouldn't be taken. I haven't been to prison. I haven't been to maximum security with killers and rapists and shit like that. People that's never gonna go home. Haven't been in that place. But we don't need to keep supporting. We don't need to make it comfortable for you to keep making the same mistakes. What's the point? What's the point? It doesn't mean I'm not your friend. It doesn't mean I don't fuck with you. It's just that when you are in jail, you don't have, I mean, you have all the time in the world to think about, hey, I wonder what they're doing. I bet they're smoking that fat ass blunt that I left in the freezer. Blah, 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 blah. But you're not thinking, damn, this nigga might have just took an L. He might be in fucking jail somewhere his goddamn self. He might just be in this place. You don't think about that. You don't consider. All you think about is when they call fucking last names for mail that you're not getting one. When you're sitting around and they call names for fucking visitations, you're not getting one. When you call people's phones, they're not answering. When other people are on the phone for hours at a time, fighting over that shit. Making multiple fucking phone calls to 10 different fucking people. That is because they set it up like that. If you don't have the luxury to be comfortable in jail, I'm here to tell you that is the luxury. Your uncomfort in jail is a luxury. Because that is teaching you to not do that shit again. You wanna be full? I wanna fucking be full staring at the top of my fucking concrete fucking cell, staring at the top of my 6x13 on the top bunk or the bottom bunk, jacking off to some fucking magazines my fucking homegirl bought me. But you know what? I'm uncomfortable. This little ass window, I gotta tell time off the shadows on the trees instead of being able to watch TV and know what the real time is and blah blah blah. That's a good thing, bro. That's a good thing. In jail, what do they teach you? They teach you eat to survive, don't survive to eat. But hey, if I had $20 on my book a week, I could go grocery shopping. I could get the soft shell tacos with the motherfucking beef jerky, with the tuna, with the fucking fake ass crab meat, and trade this for this and be snicker barred up and fucking doing it. Nah, bro, you don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be fucking pumping out. You need to be in that bitch sick, cold, fucking crying every day, shitting on yourself because that bunk ass food, can't drink too much water, trading free Kool-Aid for this, and fucking being in debt, gambling, so you could get real food or fake ass real jail food instead of eating that straight drop poison. But don't get mad at people because they don't want to make you comfortable in jail, bro. They might as well just pay for your crime and let you just sit at home. They might as well just go to jail for you. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. All that getting mad at people because they didn't fuck with you when you were in jail, that shit's dead, man. They were doing you a favor. They were trying to help you more than anything. You already didn't listen. You already fucking watched cops with them and got high as fuck, which a lot of people do, which I don't understand. But they already took the precautions to make sure you didn't go to jail. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. You wanted to go to jail. If you ever seen Goodfellas, the only people that go to jail is the people who want to go to jail. So whatever you did, you wanted that shit, you got it, and you couldn't afford to not go there. So don't get mad at other people. They didn't go to college to pay your bills. That's all they did, man. Is your mom says, true, man, you're responsible for yourself. Every action is a reaction. Weak-minded people just like to blame and point fingers, and obviously, thank you for that, definitely. All I want to say is what I'm going to shut it down with is pretty sure they've been saying this shit ever since the United States has gotten into this whole mass incarceration thing. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime, man. lastly, what I want to say is AaroniMoses. And I need to I need to set up a little poll or something like this, something like that. But I want to start doing daily drug dealing Q&As, and I'm gonna delete them within 12 hours. So let's say, what time is it right now? Like 5:45. So if I do a drug dealing Q&A, 6 o'clock, doing for like an hour, 2 hours, delete them at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which I don't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and touch my phone. But if I did something like that, who would be tuning in and who would be staying interested and soaking the knowledge up? That'd be cool, right? I think so. 6:45 here in Atlanta, man. I wish I was back in Atlanta. This shit is for the motherfucking birds. But yeah, man. Everybody send me that positive energy in order for me to move from this foolishness, from this country foolishness. It sucks here so bad, bro. Never move to the country, ever, 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 ever. I can't tell you how Oklahoma as a state is, but where I live, it's not good. But because, I mean, technically I can do the drug dealing videos. It's not against the law, but it's holding me back from a lot of things. So if we keep it on like an underground cult secret underground type of thing, where I can't really be traced for it, because it's gonna be something that, you know what I should do? I should set up a whole different page. Because I want to turn this into something way different. But I still realize that it is a lot of people that do need my help on that tip, because I am the original how to sell weed guy. Before I had to delete all those videos, if you typed in how to sell weed on Google, I was the first thing that popped up. And I had to hand that away, man. I had to, just for growth purposes and just so I could keep my channel on and be able to even do that type of thing. So, alright, we already got 2 votes out of the fucking 10 people that were on this live stream at some point. But my battery's low. I'm about to take my Hennessy Black out the refrigerator. The freezer. Never drink. Don't grow up and drink. But that's it, man. It's AaroniMoses. Check out my SoundCloud, socialize with me, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, email, website are the best, easiest ways to get in touch with me. Everything is motherfucking drugs. And keep doing what happy people do, man. Another thing. I think I want to get the equipment in order for me to start making water pipes, aka just Google what a water pipe is. It's an apparatus to smoke tobacco out of. A lot of people call them bongs, but that would be illegal for me to advertise them and sell them as bongs, because that would imply that you're supposed to use them for illegal purposes. So we're gonna call them water pipes instead. Water pipes out of Hennessy bottles, out of Remy bottles, out of whatever the fuck, Tanqueray bottle, whatever the fuck bottles I have. I'll be selling those for a reasonable fucking price, with the exception of shipping and handling, because I don't know how much that shit's gonna cost. I don't know how much they're gonna weigh. So we already got a positive vote on doing the Q&As. I want to predict that I'm gonna start those next week. I mean, it's easy. All I have to do is type in live drug dealing Q&A and get it popping. But that's it, man. It's AaroniMoses. Oh yeah, the Do What Happy People Do hashtag We The Bang t-shirts. I don't have enough people to start making merchandise this early in the game. I want to say it's when I get up to like 20K, start making the Do What Happy People Do shirts and be good to the bang. The bang will be good to you. You know, the merchandise that'll definitely plug others in to your mind state and let you radiate that We The Bangness. Other than that, man, that's all it is, man. That's all he wrote. So if you can't do the crime, don't do the time, man. If you want to be a real nigga, realize that motherfuckers are not obsessing over you and don't have time to pay for your crime. Don't have kids if you can't pay for them. Don't fuck. Don't even get your day card. If you can't afford to go to jail, don't even leave the house. It's not even worth it. You can make a lot of money from the crib. Look at me. But that's all, man. Aaron motherfucking Moses. That was it, for real. 40 minutes deep. Peace.